Oh shit. Hi everybody. This is the butterfly. No, y'all not gonna believe this. Okay, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. If you don't sit up, y'all not gonna believe this. Oh my god. If this phone. Okay, hold on. Damn it. Give me a second, y'all. I'm having difficulties for some reason, alright? Y'all not gonna believe this. So I'm up here talking for so long, swearing to God, I'm on this. I'm on live. I was on live, y'all. Oh my God, I was talking for like I don't know how long I was talking, but it's so funny. Oh my goodness, how y'all doing? This is the butterfly. Hi, Sandra. Yeah, I looked. I was like, why can't I see anyone's comments or anything? Hi, Pam. Pam, I will. I got your stuff ready and everything, but I realized the post office is not open today. So I will be sending your stuff off tomorrow. Thank you so much. You are my first like official customer. Like I've sent shirts off and stuff and made them for gifts, but you are my first official customer. Namaste, Kim. Shan, look at Shan. Hi, Shan. I'm gonna be doing it. I mentioned her in the video that I was just doing like to nobody in particular. I guess that was just like some sort of practice or something. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my goodness. This is my first time doing this. I want to thank my nephew Red Pill for showing me this app that I could use to do my lives because I wanted to go live so bad. I wanted to talk to my subscribers. You know, what I was talking about in length, but I can't tell you how long was basically just wanted to wish everybody a happy Nesara year. My friend Shan coined that she made that up. That she was the first one to tell me that, and I was like, yeah, that's great. I'm gonna tell my subscribers the same thing. I gotta, sorry guys, I gotta wash my clothing because I don't nobody want to have no wardrobe malfunction on live. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is fun. Like Red Pill is fun. It's very much. It's so much fun. Um, but there was a message that I wanted to tell you guys that came through in like one of the messages that we get from like the Galactic Federation, right? They were saying that they're calling us the masters of giving away our power, like in a kind of loving, joking way. And I'm like, I don't think I want to be looked at as the type that's just like giving away their power, all the time and stuff like that. And I that must be a little bit tiring for them. So one of the main things that I was talking about in the video, let it go, it happened, is that it is very important that we look to ourselves to maintain a high vibration. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, because it's very important. Even though the light has won, there is still so much more work to be done. And I fear that people are still looking to other people when they should be like really doing some internal work because that is a part of ascending to another consciousness. It's like doing some serious internal work, and I mean, I know it's easy to give other people that, your power and stuff like that. You welcome, shit. You know, you my boo. Um, I know it's easy to give other people your power, and and to have other people make decisions for you and things like that. But that's kind of like how we got where we are, and we don't want to be in a space where we are like repeating history. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I had a couple of movies that I wanted to reference. Oh, I know I talked about the Montauk boys, right? And connected, like kind of connecting them to the Manchurian candidates. Well, I want people to remember that, even though the light has won, there is still like stragglers out there. They are very desperate. Their back is against the wall. They are pulling out all the stops. And I want to remind everyone that there is like a million clones out there. Right, and in the former society, what they would do is they would create these situations, these narratives, in order to elicit feelings from us. Feelings such as anger, sadness, all these type of things, and it would feed them because these are like emotional vampires. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, and the way how the white hats have been kicking ass left and right, you know what I'm saying? They are really desperate. They are really desperate. And another thing I wanted to mention is how these beings came to be in power for so long and so widespread is that they used not invasion as we were all expecting. They used infiltration, right? And one of the things that I did mention, let me stop mentioning the other video. It's gone. Forgive me, y'all. It's just so funny. I'm just so tickled with myself because I'm learning all of this new technology. All of this is new to me. I'm so sorry. I just need to adjust it because I feel like I'm looking down into the camera. Okay, yeah, that's better. So, where was I? Yeah, okay. What I have mentioned is basically this. It's the movement is not above infiltration, right? It's not above infiltration. So like we have to be vigilant and we have to guard our light. You know what I'm saying? I remember watching this movie about it was like it wasn't a movie, it was more like a series like Buffy the Vampire Slayer and whatnot. And you need help with your oldest grandson. What you need help? How what's going on with your oldest grandson, Pam? Please email me. That reminds me of another the I just for a moment, for a brief moment, that I am opening up my email for ask the butterfly questions. And, if you want to ask me while I'm on my live, that's fine. But, during my studies to become a psychologist, we have a confidentiality responsibility. So if you want to be more private, please email me. You have my email, and I will respond. So just give me. Thank you so much. I will respond to you. And because I'm acclimating myself to everything that I'm putting out here. Please just give me a little bit of time, but I do feel an urgency, so I will be right with you. Just leave me an email and we'll talk about it. Okay, with that being said, I wanted to talk about, right, the show I used to watch, right? It used to be Buffy the Vampire Slayer, right? This is so weird. This is how I kind of like get people to get like a visual of what I'm trying to say, you know what I'm saying? But follow me here, right? So I used to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and there came a time in the series, right, where there was a cosmic event that caused everyone to have the same power as her. you know, let me back up a little bit. So, like, this story is like she's a town with vampires. Hi, Sandra. I'm so glad that you came back. So, there's a town, right, with vampires, and like she's Buffy the Vampire Slayer, right? So, even though there's other people fighting the fight with her and she has this whole team, like she is like the one, you know what I'm saying? She is the one with the power to fight and do all of these things, to like defeat the vampires, right? But during this time of a cosmic event, it's like everyone gets imbued with the power to be a Buffy the Vampire Slayer, like all over the world at the same time. So I guess what I'm trying to get at, you know, is basically that we need all warriors on the battlefield. We cannot be looking to someone else leading the charge. Okay, we have to be leaders everywhere we are. Because if not, we will fall into the same trap that we've been in for millennia. And that time is over. We have to take our power and stand in it and take responsibility for it, because we know that with great power comes responsibility, right? So we're definitely going to have to take responsibility for our power. And in addition to that, because we have all of this love and light, we forget about things like respect. We forget about things like manipulation. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be very careful and start to think critically, because I mean nobody wants to be a butt of a joke, even though it came through the message, it came through the message kind of like jokingly and lovingly at the same time. Like, they're calling us masters of giving away our power, and they're calling us powerhouses. So this is like, it reminds me of one of the things I said. I can't remember what video I was saying, that basically a lion, who does not know its power is just like a pet. You know what I'm saying? And we are not pets. We're not pets. We're freaking not servants. We are sovereign beings, and we are responsible for our lives, and we need to take back responsibility for our lives, because this is really a dangerous time, and if we don't watch it, we are going to go back into a cycle of just like giving away our power. For example, let me tell you about a fable that I read the other day. It was so funny, but it resonated with me so much, and I've been meaning to share it with you. I love you too, Sandra. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I can't wait to meet you, because look, I'm creating this vision in my mind called Love Stock. Like Woodstock, but with love. So, just it tickles me. Anyway, I was come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. Oh, okay, right. I was reading this fable, right? It's called Aesop's Fable, and it was about like the lion and the princess, and it just resonated with me so much. I was like, you know what, this would be a good fable to like just bring everything home to everyone, right? Okay, so there's this lion, and he's in love with the princess, and so he goes to the father, and he's like, I'm in love with your daughter. I'm gonna marry your daughter. And he's like, no. So the lion gets all ferocious and scares the hell out of the father. So he's like, oh my god, I got to figure out a way to like, so he goes, no, no, no. I'll let you marry my daughter. I'll let you marry my daughter. But guess what? She's going to be so scared of you with those ferocious teeth and those claws. If we could just like take your teeth out and take your claws out, you would be just so, you wouldn't, scare her like that. So he's like, oh my God, you let me marry her. And, he's like, okay, I agree. So he agrees to let them take his paws out and take his teeth out. So all the while that he's doing, they're taking the paws out and the teeth out, he's yelling and wincing with every pain that they're giving him, but he's looking at the princess lovingly, like, and just imagining how they're gonna be, together, and he's gonna express his love for her and all this and that and the third. When the king got the last tooth out and the lion was no longer a threat to him, he bashed the lion's fucking head in. Okay? And kills him. All right. So basically, the moral of that story is don't let love disarm you. Okay? And make you become another victim like we've been for all these years. Love is good. It's really good. I love it. I'm so happy for it. But we really have to start using our brain and real discernment. You understand what I'm saying? And the intuition that we have been given. We have to use that. We have to use discernment because, you know, um, as I keep feeling, the movement is not above infiltration. So if we don't all get strong to the point where we can recognize, you know, the Trojan horse, the wolf in sheep clothing, and that may be something that's a trigger in ourselves. We have to be able to recognize that. And we can't let love disarm us to the point where we're just giving away our power again. You know what I'm saying? And we can't let fear allow us to be bullied. So we have to have balance in this. And I really, really, really hope that um I'm doing this message justice because I was just like glowing, but it's just now I kind of feel like I'm grabbing, you know what I'm saying? But I just want to make sure that you understand that my main message is this, is that you have to guard your energy. You know what I'm saying? And use discernment. Oh, I don't know if I said anything about this, but you guys have to remember also, I was thinking about these bombings, like the national bombings, and also my sweet nephew. He's feeling so down because, there was 800 killings in a in his town of Chicago, Illinois, over New Year's night, right? So that got me to thinking, in the old system, the one that's crashing down to the ground now, people don't realize is that these entities were emotional vampires. They were feeding off of our emotions. So if they needed to eat, of course they would create a situation to where it would elicit the response that they need. Okay, for instance, right? A couple of weeks ago, there was like this story about like four or five people standing on the highway at nighttime, dressed in black, and they were run over and they were killed. Who does that? Okay, who does that? Now that brings me back to one of my earlier videos that I did regarding the Montauk boys, and I kind of like connected the dots towards the Manchurian Candidate message. I kept thinking because when I was growing up, I watched a lot of movies, and turns and some of these movies I would be like, just I would think beyond them. I would just be like, wow, could this even be possible? And it just comes to find out that they have been telling us what they've been doing for years through the movies, through the cartoons, through the media, through every facet of our lives. They have been, controlling what we hear, managing what we see. So there is a whole operation called Operation Paperclip. I mean, you can do your own research and look into that, and just to see, just to understand how far things go. Because another thing I would encourage people to do is, to try to learn things from an understanding point, not just like a memorization of like dates and names and this, that, and the third. it needs to be an understanding so that you can kind of connect things together, because I don't know if I've said this in any of my previous videos, but everything is connected. We may, there's a theory called microethics and macroethics. Well, the microethics is like the minute things. It's like, maybe like I want to go down to the cellular level. That's the microethics, you know what I'm saying? But the macroethics would be the bigger picture with the smaller connections. But in a larger scheme of things, we are all connected, and what affects you affects me. So we really have to get on that wave of really coming from a standpoint of understanding, okay, like what's going on. And what I mean by that, okay, like, and this is not something I'm just telling you guys. I'm telling you guys this, and I have to tell myself the same thing, because this is a journey that we're all going on. We're all going on a journey, even though it's an individual journey. Okay, we're still going on it together. You know what I'm saying? So this is not just something I'm expecting you guys to like remember. It's something that I want to remember. So with that being said, I wanted to have you guys remember that there is a million clones out there. A million clones. Okay. So when you see these people doing things, murdering each other, this, that, and the other, killing themselves, this, that, and the other, we don't know if these are clones. We don't know. And in addition to that, the Manchurian candidate factor. That the video for the Montauk Boys, they said they had 144,000 uh young men that they let go into the world that could be activated as murderers, whatever they was used to. They had mind control these people. Like MK Ultra is a real thing, and because it just sounds so crazy, people don't want to hear it. Like, how would you even know if you was MK Ultra? How would you know? You know what I'm saying? You just have to use more discernment. We are being too emotive. You know what I'm saying? And that really concerns me, because we need all of us on the battlefield as warriors and strong in our own right. You know what I'm saying? And I know I wanted to say something about people, like the medical tyranny. It's a lot of medical tyranny out there, and there is people out there who are have been told that they need surgery. And I just want to send a special prayer of protection over them if they have to have the surgery. I just want to, I just want to cover the hands of the surgeon with precision of love and healing. You know what I'm saying? And non malfeasance. And I want to ask you to do your part and not fear, and have and just have the faith in the healing love of the universe that everything is going to be all right, because these entities, they feed on our fear, they feed on our worry, and we are much more powerful than we know. Okay, so let me just like take a break and feed and look at some of the comments. Let me see here. That is why it is so. Shan says that is why there is so much evil in the world. People end up having children by their, we will say, yep, 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 absolutely, absolutely. You're so right. You're so that, which brings me to another point. These people, I mean, I'm calling them people. These things have joined, with earthly people, so it's like they've been mixing their genes, because the story of Enoch goes is like the angels came down from heaven and started mixing with the daughters of men. You know what I'm saying? Which started making all kinds of creatures, and in addition to that, there's been several reports that Hillary Clinton, she wanted to go to the tomb of Gilgamesh, and open it up. If you look in this tomb, it's a giant. It's a freaking giant, and he's been dead in there for like so many thousands of years, and he still looks like fresh. His skin looks like fresh. They've been trying to wake up giants. They've been trying to open the portal of freaking uh other dimension, other hell dimensions. They've been trying to like discern. They can bring things from another dimension, like whole buildings, whole islands, and sit them here. Like people don't understand how serious this is. You know, and that's why we have to understand how powerful we are so that we can start working on honing our power so that we can protect ourselves and each other because it is up to us. You know, it is really up to us. And I cannot stress enough how important it is for people not to give up their rights, especially when it comes to these vaxes. Okay, these vaxes, these tests. I mean, it's medical tyranny. Okay. And you have the right to say no to this. You have the right to say no to this. And I want people to start standing up for themselves because, like, at the end of the day, it's going to be your choice. So I just want you to make the right choice and understand that you are a powerhouse, in your own right. You know, you are a powerhouse in your own right. Because and watch the information that you are like gravitating to, because a lot of people in the movement, they're worrying about dates and dates and dates. Okay, well, how is this information going to change your life per se? You know what I'm saying? So you have to just be careful with that. This was just a test live, but I'm so glad it went well. Look, I'm so glad it went well. And like I said, I'm gonna open up my video. I'm opening my video. Open up my email to therapy questions. And the next live I'll do, I'll try to put my information in the description so that we could like converse a little bit more. Because I know that people like wanna. Oh, sorry. They want to talk in private, and I'm here for that too. So, do we have any? Oh, did I talk about my love stop? Did I talk about my idea for the concept for love stop? Okay, I hope I did. If I didn't, basically it's like I'm trying to create a whole vision of a big concert, a big celebration. When all of this is over, we come together, we celebrate, we meet each other, and we express our talents and just enjoy each other, and start our era of peace really, off right. Because where we go one, we go all. I love you all for watching. This was so much fun. I'm gonna get better at it. This I'm gonna get better at it. Did I show y'all my shirt? I just recovered from the rabbit hole. Okay, almost forgot how to be happy learning all that shit. That was so true for me. You know what I'm saying? At first, when I started learning all of this stuff about these kids and just all the horrible stuff that they were doing to us on purpose, and then realizing that I couldn't be mad at people because it wasn't their fault. And they don't even know it, and it's so horrible that they won't believe it. It's just like all of this stuff was like a burden on me. It was a really hi Tom. You know, yay, Pam. She loves the love stock. See, I'm feeling the love stock like we have tents and freaking like what do you call it, bonfires, and we sing songs and just like we got the marijuana. Like, I mean, if you don't want to have the marijuana, fine, but I'm gonna have the marijuana. I'm gonna have wine. I'm gonna have. Oh my God, I'm just gonna be. It's gonna be so. It's gonna be such an amazing time, and I'm just so here for it. Because like after learning all of the horrible things that's been going on in this world. I mean, I've always felt it. I felt it. But just like to know the depths of it, and that's not even all. It's not even all. Just like the children is not all, but it was like the crust for me. You know what I'm saying? It was like, no, something has got to be done. God, where have you been? What do you think you're doing allowing this to happen? And it shall stop now. Okay, or we got a major problem. Okay, and I was really, out of sorts with the creator until I got the message that all will be well, and the children, are going back to source, the source of love, and these people will be punished with the vengeance of God, and I was so happy. Okay, and anything that I could do to help it along, I would do it. Okay, but this time that we're coming to where everything is going to be different, and we're heading to a place of abundance, and just inner introspection. We just have to be careful not to give away our power. Okay, don't be like the lion that got bashed in the head for love. Don't let love disarm you. Okay, we still have to stay armed, we have to stay vigilant, because these entities out here, they want our emotions. Okay, it feeds them and it makes us weak, and we don't want to feed them anymore. Yes, you are so right, Tom. The best is yet to come. Yes, and we get to help, because like I have this meme that says, when you tell your kids about the Great Awakening, I want to tell them what I did. What I did the battle to kick, the devil in the balls. I want to say what I did. I don't want to just be sitting on the sideline. I want to be a part of the change, because I've always wanted to be a part of change, and I've never been able to see the real possibility of it until now, and it's such a beautiful thing. Like for me, Nesara is not just about the abundance of the money. I mean, it's great for me. I want to see people happy. I want to see people well, living their lives. I love to dance, and express myself. So when I think of the people I used to take care of when I was a home health aide, and they couldn't move, and they were just like prisoners in their own body, I would feel it. I would feel it. It would just grieve me, like, and I would want something to be done. But the problem just seems so big for me. And it would get me depressed. And I had to just like, I had to turn away from it and like just give it a break, or just I wouldn't have been able to make it this far, because it's just like we've been living in such a bad vibration. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't our fault. It wasn't something that we created. It was something that was intentionally done to us. And that is what really burns me the most. And that is why I don't just like give up on people who are sheep, and who refuse to like realize how important this is, because a lot of it is not their fault. You know what I'm saying? If you're bred in a dense place where there is no kind of light, you kind of get used to it. It's like a desensitization. It's like what they've been doing to us, like by playing, or like having all of these destructive videos, and having all of this, these low life songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I cheated on my girl, or and all of this foolishness, like just like all of this garbage that we've been consuming in our spirit. It is not our damn fault that is what they've been flooding us with. You understand? So with that understanding, I know that it's gonna take a while and some effort from all of us to clean this shit up, okay, and make sure that it does not happen again. you know so with that being said, I hope I got the message to people that please stop giving away your power. Please stop giving away your power, because There's nothing that is going to be able to save you once you give away your power and you decide that you want to make a decision for yourself. It's going to be too late because you've already given away your power. And I want to implore you to take it back. To empower yourselves, to set boundaries, even if you have to set boundaries with your loved ones. It's not because you hate them, it's not because you don't love them, it's because you are protecting your energy. And that's important. We all have to protect our energy. I don't know if I was able to mention it in this video, but Superman is not sitting up there telling Superwoman how great she is. You know what I'm saying? And freaking Spider-Man is not sitting up there telling the Hulk how great he is. They all know they the shit, and they all know they got a job to do. You understand what I'm saying? So basically, is the crux of what I'm saying. Please understand that you are the shit, but we still got a job to do. There is still these demons out here. It's not finished. We have to stay vigilant. You understand what I'm saying? And we have to um understand that they are psyops out here trying to manipulate our feelings and our emotions and take us off the path. We can't let that happen. We cannot let that happen. We have to understand the light one. Okay, it's a done deal, and all we waiting for them to do is, you understand, so that everybody else know. And I just want people to be patient with themselves. Hi, my nephew, nephew, look at me, look at me. That's a special moment for you, my nephew. It's a special moment. It's a special moment. And this is especially for you. I just want you to be of good cheer, be happy, and know that no souls will be lost. No souls will be lost. And some of us are here to do a job at this time, and souls that agree that they don't want to be here for the actual awakening of mankind. They don't want to be here. They have made a soul contract to leave. So please don't let that grieve you, honey, because our eternal spark that is us, it never dies. We can never die. We will just be reborn. Okay, don't let these psyops try to lower our vibration. Okay, because we are heading to a place to where the magnificence is all around us and inside of us. Okay, and I just want you to remember that. Okay. I am so. This is so much fun. This is so much fun. You're right, nephew. This is super fun, and it's as soon as I learn how to really like work everything, I'm gonna be all up in there. But until then, happiness, Sarah, everybody. I am. Another thing I'm happy about with the Sarah is that we're going to be healthy. We're going to be happy. And people are going to have to be really genuine with each other. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is that, okay, no longer am I going to be around someone just because they may have something that I feel that I can only get if I'm being around them. I don't know if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, okay, people are gonna be judged on their merit, not with what they have. So, like, if you're not a nice person, but you sell stuff, I'm not gonna have to buy it from you because it's gonna be somebody else who's gonna be selling it, and they're gonna be nice to me, and they're gonna appreciate my business. So basically, it's gonna come down to your character. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to be getting you ahead in this new society. Your true character, your moral fiber. You know what I'm saying? So that I'm so happy with that, and I'm so happy with the med beds because I'm ready to see people well. That is just like my heart's wish since I was a little girl. So I don't know. I must have said that 10 times during this, but Until that time comes when the med beds come, I want people to do the best that they can to take care of themselves, take care of their energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, do things that make you happy. Because what makes one person happy may not make another person happy. And what I mean by that, some people like going to the park, some people like going to the beach. But you need to spend time doing the things that make you happy. Okay? Because once it's within without, it's not without within, if that makes sense. You have to be happy within yourself, with yourself, and accept yourself, all of yourself. And whatever you are not in agreement with yourself, you are the one who needs to be able to change it. No one could change that. You're the one that could change that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like nobody knows you better than you. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, please, 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 everyone, please take care and please be vigilant, and be safe and be happy, and don't live with fear because it's not going to serve you. It's not going to serve you. It's going to block your blessings and it's going to block your path. And just like you are the orchestrator of your own demise, you can be the creator of your own new world. So, like, just think about that, because either or is the truth. It always has been. I love y'all so much. This was so much fun. Okay, and this was just like a test so that I could like see if I could do it. And this is really fun. I like it. It doesn't like limits me how much time I could do on my videos and stuff like that. And another thing, I'm gonna be doing interviews with people. Like Shan is gonna be one of them. I'm gonna have a segment that is gonna be like I'm gonna call it old school remedies, so we could just like hear like the old school remedies that will keep us healthy and stuff like that, and or make us laugh. We can share old school remedies from like with your grandma, or things like that. And also she has a lovely gardening, because as we're going into like the more natural and more creative era, because I have my own little baby garden. I'm growing scallions. It's so satisfying to grow your own food. I mean, in the world that we've been living in, there just haven't been enough time to do anything. And I always thought that we were more creative beings than just like worker bees. So I'm so excited to see all of the the exciting developments that are going to be happening, with Nasira, the talents that are going to be manifesting. I'm so excited to see that, and how we're going to be just like shining together and working together. You know what I'm saying? In a new kind of respect for each other, and just the brilliance, of what we really are. And man, it's really exciting. Only thing that, just gets me a little bit like anxious is when I have to remind people, look, you are powerful. We need everybody on the battlefield. Like we the freaking Avengers out here. We the Avengers, so we all awesome. And I just want everybody to remember to take care of your love, your light. It's don't be too hard on yourself, and don't forget to rest. And something else I wanted to say. Oh, start planning. Oops. Sorry, guys. Start planning your Nasera dreams. Like the things that you want to do for yourself, because this is going to be the age of garage door millionaires. So people are going to be like their own boss. Like, gone is the time where people are going to be like, oh, I need to work for him, I need to work for this, I need to do. No, you're going to find your talent, and you're going to work on it, and you're going to nurture it, and it's going to grow. Okay, this is the time of garage door millionaires. So I'm so excited to see what you guys got going on, because I'm going to be doing interviews. Anybody wants to come on, and just like talk about the things that you've always wanted to do, but you never felt like you could do. Give yourself permission to do the things that you wanted to do. Because I gave myself permission, because I was going to school to be a psychologist. Okay, I was going to school to be a psychologist because I always wanted to help people. But then, like, I came on to statistics class, which I did pass, but then I just kept asking the question, like, what does this have to do with helping people? Like, nobody wants to be counted as a statistics. And then they have these things that's called standard deviations. Basically, it's like, they calling like two people over here standard deviations, and we don't really have to count them because they just the standard deviation. People are not numbers, we individuals. So it just like it got me so upset. I'm just like, I don't need them to help people. Okay, I don't need them to do my craft. Okay, because experience breeds wisdom, and I have experience to go along with all of my reading and all of that stuff. It's not just like book knowledge and stuff like that. I'm meeting all of these knowledges together in order to help people. And I decided that I'm going to just jump out there and do my own thing, and I'm going to help people in that regard. So, and I want you guys to do the same thing. Nobody has to give you permission to be your own boss. You give yourself permission to be your own boss, and you do the damn thing, because we are all warriors of light out here. Okay, and this is our time now, and we about to shine. Okay, we about to shine, and we about to show people what real creation and talent looks like in real harmony. We have to be able to demonstrate that within ourselves, and with each other. Which brings me to something that I was talking about today, with a friend of mine, of like how I used to call this part of me awful Cassandra, right? I had to like I had to really think about it. Like, I had to apologize to that part of me that just was trying to force me to be brave, to trust myself, to defend myself. You know what I'm saying? So I embrace that part of myself, and I feel like that's what a part of the ascension too, that we need to embrace every part of ourselves. You know, because I had to tell myself, I don't call you awful Cassandra no more, and I'm sorry I ever did. You wasn't awful. You were just trying to make me be brave, and now I understand. You know, and I'm encouraging everyone else to be brave too, because we need each other. We need each other, and we need ourselves. So I hope this live resonated with everyone. I was so happy to do this. This is so exciting. Let me see if I can read some comments. Always more choices than we think. People use that wonderful brain to find the right choice. Yes, yes, yes. Just understand. Yes, yes, yes. Unleashed out here. This is good. I'm gonna have to find a way to like work everything out. But I am so happy that to have you guys here, and to my new and current subscribers. Thank you so much for spending time with me when you could be anywhere else. The butterfly loves you. Okay. Next video, I'm gonna put my stuff in the comments so that you guys can, because I opened up a new PayPal for the people who wanna purchase my shirts. I want to thank Pam again for being one of my first official uh customers, and I put something special in the bag for you. It'll be going out tomorrow. And this is one of my new marquee shirts. I just recovered from the rabbit hole. Almost forgot how to be happy learning that shit. I'm gonna be making some more shirts later. Of course, you know I'm working on my soap. Today I'm rebatching it because after all this damn time, it still don't have no sense in it. Like what? So I'm rebatching it because you know it's in typical fashion, such as myself. I never want to give up. I never want to give up. It's a mess. But I feel like I'm gonna get it right. If I don't get it right, I'm gonna revamp it. I'm gonna do something. You know, I'm gonna try again because I'm not going to give up. So, with that being said, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. You know, I love you. Where we go one, we go all. Namaste.